everyone, Paula here from Goes to 11 Media, bringing you another episode of Grounds for Divorce Coffee Bean Reviews. And I am joined here by my husband, Rick. Hey, Ricky.
How's it going? I'm still laughing because at the start we were getting set, and I was just kind of sitting here like this, and next thing she's getting all like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "That's what you're doing." I'm like, "Okay, it's pretty funny. You had to be there." I'm sorry, I'm really tired.
That was what I was going to lead into. Open your eyes.
They are. That's about as good as you're going to get today.
I'm the complete opposite of you. I've had
God. It's been a rough week.
Yeah.
A very rough week. I've had a couple of like 4:30 a.m. nights, and
Yeah.
it's catching up. So, we got a really cool little segment here today. I'm pretty excited about this one.
Yeah, me too.
So, first of all, do you know who this is?
Anubis
There you
from
go.
the Mummy.
Yeah, or the Egyptian god of the underworld, right?
Ah, yes.
Kind of a funky little character. I liked it. So
was God of the Underworld, what does that mean? Is he a good guy? Bad guy?
I've never met him. I don't know. I think it's just sort of their mythology of sort of like not the devil, but this like he oversees like everything in the underworld after death kind of a thing. So it's just kind of interesting. Okay. Moving along.
All right, let's do.
I did an interview with a company back in 2018. It's been a few years. And the company's called Festina Lente Winery out in Langley, BC. And they are really a unique winery from the perspective that they're not what you would think of as a fruit winery. They make mead. Now, those of you who don't know what mead is, it is made from honey. And so they do the whole distillation process and fermentation process, but the main core ingredient is going to be honey, and then they add grapes, right? Or
like it totally.
It's totally different. It's totally
cool.
different. And then they will add fruits and stuff to it. So they gave me a bottle that's upstairs of their blueberry, and it looks very much like a blueberry, but it's going to be a mead base, which they add the blueberry to. And I totally recommend you guys go check out. I'll put the link to the video, and you can see sort of how they do it. But they gave us this little bottle here, which I'm super excited about because it is called Zephyr, and it is a coffee metheglin. I hope I haven't butchered that too badly, but it is a coffee infused mead.
Cool.
And so Teresa, who's the co-owner, was explaining to me that what they did is they took the honey, and then they cracked the beans, the coffee beans, put the beans into the honey for the fermentation process, and that extracts out all the flavors and that of the coffee. And that's how they got the coffee flavor into this. So we have this to try here today and see what it's like. I personally have only tried a couple of sips before of mead. It's interesting. It's if you're expecting it to be like a regular traditional wine, it's different than that. But it's also funny because I mean there's we always joke about me with the Viking stuff or whatever, but I mean, mead is very European, right? I always think it's mead, big mug of mead, grog. And these folks have really, really refined it to this amazing product. And what's really cool too is that they do everything on site. So they have this really cool little, like a ecosystem on their farm. And so they have chickens, and they put their beehives in with the chickens. Because the bees don't bug the chickens, but the chickens do pest control that stop like ants and other things that are going to attack the beehive. So
Oh, right? That's so cool.
And then they have their fruits and stuff on their farm that the bees go and pollinate and bring back and get the honey from. So it's a really, really well thought out little system they got. And then they do their whole winemaking on site as well. Right. So you ready to try some?
So what did you mean when they crack the beans?
I'm not sure if she's talking about if they're actually roasting the beans, because I actually meant to ask for clarification on that, because obviously when you do roasting of coffee beans, there's the first crack and then there's the second crack. There's different stages of when you're roasting.
Okay.
And I don't know if she meant that or if she actually meant that they actually take the cooked coffee beans and then they crack them to give more surface exposure, you know, when the beans are cracked into pieces. I'm not quite sure. That's a question that we should probably ask them. Or you guys message them. I'll put their social media and that on there. It's great.
Cool.
Cheers.
Cheers, baby.
Now, if I fall asleep right after this, don't blame me.
That has a really interesting scent.
It's
really cool.
Yeah, and okay, you definitely get the coffee. It's like I don't want to say a coffee liqueur because it's not like that. It's thinner than that, but there's it's not an overpowering coffee flavor. No, it's very nice. But it's the thing that I find that's interesting about it is the actual mead itself. There's hints of it being like a wine.
Totally. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But it's kind of like it meets up with wine and then it kind of goes over here. Like there's this
it's
deviation.
Almost if you've ever tried like a port, it's not all the way to a port.
Yeah, ports are really sweet
and thick.
Yeah.
This is not thick.
We used to have that at military dinners and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, because it was kind of neat. Because when we first cracked that open, what did I say? What did it remind me?
Portuguese wine is what it reminded me.
Yeah, like something along the lines of that.
But again, mead, as I said, is a European kind of a traditional thing, right? So very interesting. Like
it is. It's really cool.
It's more what I would call something that you would sip on as like an either before a meal or after a meal kind of a thing. But it's not something like if you're doing a social, you wouldn't be pouring this like you would regular red glass of wine down it and have another red glass of wine. No. You know, this is much more like you're going to have your portion and it's probably going to be enough. Yeah. And that's why you don't need a huge bottle of it. But it's very unique. And if you like coffee, right?
Yeah, like the coffee flavor is very mild. Yeah. But it just, the flavors together, I would never have thought. But it is quite pleasant. It's very pleasant, actually. And it is, like I can, you know, after a meal, like if you had like a multiple course meal, and then at the end, enjoyed something like this. Yeah.
It's thin, it's thin, almost like a white wine would be. You know how white wines aren't as full bodied as like a red would be a heavier bodied wine? This is a thinner body to it like that. And I don't want to say it's watery because it's not watery, but it's thinner than a red would be to me. But I like it. And you can, there's also the honey flavors. I'm getting the honey notes out of that as well.
Oh, for sure.
That first note that hits your tongue is honey. And you get the aromatics. And then once you had it in your mouth and then swallow, you get that rollover of the coffee flavor. Yeah. And then a little bit of slight warmth. Not a lot, but a slight warmth from the alcohol.
Yeah. It's very
cool.
It's great.
Well done, Festina Lente. Teresa, excellent job. Thank you. That's really good. Thank you very much.
And thank you.
I'm going to go to bed. No.
You're probably going to eat.
I'm going to eat and I'm going to edit.
And then drink some more of this.
No, I'm going to edit this segment and then I've got another segment to edit for tomorrow. At many miles to go before I sleep still. Thank you very much for tuning in, folks. We hope that you enjoyed this segment. If you did, please give it a like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the reminder bell. Please hit that reminder bell so you know when we're going to be having new content on the channel. As well, don't forget to visit our stores. It's the
Grounds for Divorce
coffee.ca or Grounds for Divorce coffee.store.
Yes.
For the US or international. Yes. Which I completely blew last time. And my apologies to you. because my brain was just going somewhere else and I forgot to leave. I left a whole section of the name off.
You're always picking on me for not remembering things.
Anyways, we'll talk to you next week, folks. Take care.
Ciao, ciao.